knows the drill. Oh, God dang it.
That's disgusting!
7 Up, 7 Up, 7 Up, 7 Up.
Stop right there!
How about you?
Okay, class, today we're going to figure out what is the squarest country in the world. So, Jeff 171 in Houston, can you come up here to figure out what the squarest country is?
No!
We are not going to do that because that would take too long. Yeah, and besides, I'm not going to be able to see what it is since I'm old and can barely see. Okay, first of all, Houston, you're wearing glasses, you idiot. And two, you guys still have to come out and do it because I said so and I'm the teacher. Okay, define. Anyways, just look on the map and try to see what the squarest country is. Okay, we will.
Slovakia?
No.
Georgia?
No. Bangladesh?
No, Bangladesh looks like a wizard.
You think everything looks like a wizard. Ghana?
Too long.
North Macedonia?
Too round.
Liberia?
No.
Malaysia?
Say, Malaysia is not a square.
But there must be one somewhere.
Not in Oman or the UAE. And Yemen's more a rectangle.
Yes, I can see.
Russia's nothing like a square.
Too long, as far as I'm aware. Mali starts off strongly, but right here it goes to pot.
Burkina Faso is irregular. Four-sided, it is not.
Italy's a boot.
And so is Papua New Guinea.
What about Benin and Togo?
No, they're both far too skinny.
What about these little countries? Costa Rica, Lebanon?
There's no square in Singapore, Brunei, Mauritius or Gabon.
Kuwait looks like a little thumb, Madagascar looks quite lean.
Burundi looks quite like a heart, Qatar looks like a bean.
India's a diamond and Slovenia's a splot.
Cuba's very long and thin and both Koreas are short and squat.
Mozambique has got too many sides, Uzbekistan as well. Little Paraguay's no paradigm, Mauritania's an L.
And Malawi's like a seahorse, Guinea-Bissau's a weathered rock. And Nauru's nearly a circle and Somalia's a sock.
France is famously a hexagon, that fact is quite well known. But it's not the only one, it's joined by Sierra Leone.
What about these landlocked countries like Nepal or South Sudan?
They're not square and nor are Denmark, Finland, China or Iran.
Luxembourgers are all squares, which their borders don't reflect. And Australia's a cat dog and Japan we must reject.
Guatemala has two squarish sides in this bit in the north, but it won't meet our criteria cause it needs a third and fourth.
Timor-Leste
Doesn't pass the test.
Moldova, Guinea.
Don't be silly.
Little Rwanda.
Doesn't stand a hope in hell.
Nor does Israel.
Are we seriously going to go through every country?
Yes, I think it's important. Both the USA and Canada have squares in large amounts, but we're only counting countries and states don't count.
Poland would look like a square if it invaded to the south. Kazakhstan looks like a turtle with a leaf stuck in its mouth.
Despite a square's efficiency, the Germans don't come close.
Damn it!
And Peru is like a resting dog, Guyana's like a ghost.
Ethiopia and Switzerland look like potato wedges.
Norway, Sweden and New Zealand all have far too crinkly edges.
If you have a lot of coastline, then your sides will not be straight. So the squareness of the Philippines, Greece and Ireland would be great.
Tajikistan's quite funky, as is elephant head-shaped Thailand. There's no square in Indonesia's 18,000 tiny islands.
If your country's made of islands, then a square you'll never be. There are loads of island nations that are mostly MTC. Trinidad and Tobago, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, the Solomon Islands, the Seychelles, the Maldives, Micronesia, Fiji, the Marshall Islands, St. Kitts and Nevis, Sao Tome and Principe, the Bahamas, Cape Verde, Tonga, Vanuatu.
The Netherlands is flat although its edges do not fit. And the following are countries with a sticky outy bit. There's Afghanistan, Namibia, the DRC's got two.
There's Ukraine, Venezuela, Eritrea, Cyprus and Kosovo.
Is Morocco square?
No, it's more a stare.
Kiribati?
Not square, alas.
Senegal?
Not square at all.
San Marino?
San Marino.
The CAR so near so far, Botswana's like a flounder.
Chad looks like Jay Leno, Eswatini couldn't be rounder.
Mongolia looks like a bat, the Congo's kind of foxy.
Myanmar's like a genie and not even slightly boxy. Belize has one edge here that's straight, but this bit's rather lumpy.
Algeria and Kenya are pentagons, Honduras is too bumpy.
Sri Lanka's like a raindrop, Kyrgyzstan's a bird in flight.
While Iraq and Jordan's lines are straight, the angles just aren't right. Colombia's kind of squarish, though its borders are quite rough. And Iberia would pass, but Spain alone's not square enough.
If Bolivia expanded, then a square it just might be. Nicaragua would look square if you viewed it in 3D.
Little Liechtenstein and the Argentines are not square in the least.
The Dominican Republic, that just tapers to the east. Lesotho's sort of squarish, but the angle's on the wonk.
Cameroon is like a chicken with a huge badonkadonk.
Mexico Mexico?
No.
Portugal?
Too thin, too tall.
The Saudis?
Too much on a slant.
The Vatican?
The Vatican.
Listing every country by its shape is not an easy job, when inevitably loads of them look only like a blob.
So to make things more efficient, as I'm sure you've got the gist, here are all the blobby countries in a quick compiled list.
Andorra, Antigua and Barbuda, Austria, Barbados, Belgium, Belarus, Bhutan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Cambodia, Czechia, Djibouti, Dominica, Estonia, Grenada, Hungary, Iceland, Latvia, Lithuania, Romania, Serbia, St. Lucia, Tanzania, Uruguay, Zimbabwe.
Sama's like a butterfly whose wings have been removed.
But at Ecuador and Bahrain, and it's massively improved.
Little Monaco's so tiny you can see the piers within.
Chile's very, 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 very long and thin.
Uganda cannot be a square because of all the lakes. The Gambia, Vietnam and Panama all look like snakes.
Haiti, Croatia and Zambia all have shapes that wrap around. Syria's just a bit too slopey and El Salvador's too long.
That doesn't rhyme.
Palau looks like a jellyfish, Pakistan looks like a duck.
Azerbaijan looks like a bird that's been run over by a truck.
This monkey is Armenian.
This shooting star's Laotian.
Jamaica, Malta and Niger are creatures from the ocean.
Greenland's not a real country even though it's really big.
The UK looks like an old witch sitting sideways on a pig.
Comoros would if it were glued.
Some parts of Tuvalu look rude.
Turkmenistan looks like something or another.
Tunisia and Albania look like each other.
South Africa's too wobbly, Bulgaria's too knobbly, Brazil is too triangular, Turkey is too rectangular. Now the only countries left are ones whose squareness are the best.
If you know which ones are coming, we're incredibly impressed.
Little Montenegro square if you rotate it some degrees.
South Sudan has left behind a very square North Sudanese.
The angles in Angola mean it's nearly good to go. And Nigeria comes close although it bulges down below.
Libya is nearly square, it's more a parallelogram.
And Cote d'Ivoire and Suriname do well in our exam.
Equatorial Guinea's very square, but unfortunately, since its capital's on an island, then the squarest it can't be. So the winner of our contest, fitting all our tight prescriptions,
it's the squarest of the squarest.
The nation of the pharaohs,
the land of Cleopatra,
the country where the Sphinx is, it's the land of the Egyptians.
Yep, I 100% know that you stole that song, and you're probably gonna get sued. Why you always lying? We did not steal that song, and we're not gonna get sued.
I'm a firing my laser! No!
There we go, much better.